How do these codes for multi-factor authentication actually work? Are they storing my information somewhere and using this code, or is there some cryptography? And what you're building is not sharing really anything about the user, but more so sharing some metadata that works and maybe even correct some areas that I tried to present.
I like to use a simple analogy. For example, I hand you, Ron, a quarter, and I'm going to make a claim about the quarter that, every time you flip it, I will be able to tell you if that quarter is going to land heads up or tails up. The one way in which you can test that is to actually flip the quarter. I'll call it in the air, let's say heads. So the first time we run this exercise, right, it does come up heads. Maybe it was just a lucky guess. So what are we going to do? We're going to try it again. We flip it again. I'll call tails. It lands tails up this time. Boom, that's correct. Again, maybe not super convincing, but we're going to go back and forth exactly like this. We run this until essentially you throw up your hands after the 7th, 8th, 9th of, hey, I get it. All right, there's something going on here. You obviously know something that I don't, and I believe you. That is an analogy to how these zero-knowledge proofs are working on the other end. This enables us to allow users to authenticate themselves using things like their password or PIN numbers or scannable cards or barcodes without ever risking those for exposure. We're effectively kind of removing the attack surface that you see that's so common in some of these identity-focused attacks today, where on the network side, I have this big centralized credential server that if someone can just figure out how to open the back door on that server, all of these hash passwords come spilling out. We're effectively removing that out of the security equation, as well as adding this sort of extra tunnel of privacy between the user and legitimate service or account that they're authenticating themselves to.